Hey there, Wildcats. Welcome back. Another LC Coaches Show. I'm Brad Welburn. Glad to be back with you once again this week as we talk some more LC softball with the one and only Bobby Buchanan here as we chat this week about, I believe it was just 3 games that we played. Yeah, you may have heard of them. ETBU. We just finished up a series with them. Got 2 more coming up on Friday with Tyler at their place, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. But first, let's talk about the series that we just finished up on Wednesday. It was certainly an exciting series. Definitely the way that it ended on Wednesday. But talk specifically first about those 2 on Tuesday, doubleheader where we had a lead in both games. I had a lead in the 7th in one game, just for whatever reason couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, I was talking to our team a little bit about this as well. At times, I don't think ETBU beat us. I think it was Louisiana College beat Louisiana College in that instance. We had a few errors. We had a few little dinks that fell in the hole from ETBU. All the pitchers that threw did very well. Some of those hits were just soft, and sometimes you can't help that.
Yeah.
They fall in the hole, and
Right.
that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously those are 2 tough losses on Tuesday. You give up the 4 runs in the 7th, and you take the lead with a huge inning, and I believe it was the 3rd or 4th with the 5 runs to regain the lead, and then see it slowly slip away. So, what was the mess? There had to be more to it after the games. After that second game specifically, to say, hey, we're right there. We just gotta play a little bit sounder, and we can see what happens on Wednesday.
Yeah, and you may know this stat, but I don't know the last time Louisiana College has beat ETBU. And so sometimes I think it's almost a matter of, wow, that's ETBU. And, whenever it started happening, it was like, here we go again.
Right.
This is what's supposed to happen.
Gotcha.
We're LC and they're ETBU. And so that was one thing I talked to our team about as well, is this is a different year, this is a different team. And it didn't matter who's in that other dugout. It could be, a green team, an orange team, a yellow team, light blue team, whoever. It don't matter who's over there, as long as we're taking care of our stuff. Good things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And there was good, instances. Abby Sterling, that moonshot to left field, and there's a lot of good things that happened in those games. So.
Yeah. So then moving into to Wednesday's game, as a quick turnaround, a 1 o'clock start on Wednesday after 2 tough emotional losses that went to into 10 o'clock. It was 2 very long games on Tuesday. So you come right back on Wednesday, and definitely a pitcher's duel from the very beginning. ETBU got a couple runs after it was just 2 hits that just found their way out there, but it was really Savannah and their pitcher Jordan Anderson that they were the story until to the very end of the game. So talk about the pitchers first, and then we'll talk about the end of the game.
Yeah, both pitchers did a really good job. That Anderson kid, she nibbled on that outer portion of the plate and was very deceptive with what was a strike and what wasn't a strike, which made it very difficult for our pitchers. But Savannah, kept them just as off balance as Anderson did.
Yeah.
And Savannah's got great stuff, great movement. And for both of them to throw, I think Savannah had a 3-hitter, and I think Anderson had a 3-hitter, and then the other girl that came in had a 3-hitter too. And so, everyone was pitching very well. Savannah had, I think 5 strikeouts, 105 pitches pitched. She threw a very, very good game and kept us in the ball game the whole time. Even with those 2 runs, I still felt that we were in the ball game. And, I think our presence as a team was much better, and I think it was known that we were wanting to win that game.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing that sticks out the most was that we weren't able to get a hit for 6 and 3rd innings of that game, and then just all of a sudden it was light flipped on almost. Caitlin Moore gets a single up the middle, and next thing you know, here we go, we're scoring runs, and you get 3 runs in the last couple innings there. just talk about that sequence for yourself. I mean, as a coach, you wanna make sure you make the right move and sub where you need to sub, and it just seemed to work out. And finally, and then Abby Sterling comes up with her second walk-off hit in less than a week.
Yeah. Whether if it's you're looking at the lineup before the game, or during the game. Before the game, we were looking at numbers and who was hitting well against which pitchers. So that was, part of the reason why we made our lineup the way that we did, because we thought they were going to throw Anderson first, and they ended up doing that. So it worked out in our favor. As far as, the pinch hit with Shea and Bria, like I said before, in our game, we can't, if it's not volleyball, we can't just set one kid up and have her, pound it and always go to her, or basketball or, whatever other sport. Whoever's up is up. And, I know we subbed in, I think, Shea for Briley and maybe Bria for Shelby.
It was Peyton, maybe.
For Peyton, you're right, for Peyton. And so just in those instances, I thought those are the ones that were going to get the job done. Yeah. Bases loaded. That's not always a situation when you're slapper in.
Right.
For someone who traditionally just puts the ball in the infield, that could lead to a double play. And so for me, I was looking for someone who's going to come up with a big hit. And Shea Smith has done that before in the past. And so that was someone that I was looking for. Bria White has done that on numerous occasions this season. And so once again, and all we needed was a sac fly and we won, And so that's what my mindset was, Bria White, put it out there somewhere. Let us tag up and go.
Right.
And so, that's just kind of the thought. And like the importance of a pinch runner and a pinch hitter on our team is so, valued. And, Cheyenne Gilry, putting her in to run the bases when Abby Sterling came up to score that final run. And so we're running thin on pinch everything. And so, Cheyenne coming in, doing a good job, being aggressive on the base path, seeing that ball fall in, and she was gone, so.
Definitely in an exciting way. We posted the video of the walk-off on the Twitter if you haven't seen it, or you can go back and watch the full game if you want to. It's on our website. But definitely a big win, a win that could give you even more momentum going, and not only to this weekend, but through the rest of the season. But first, you got 2 games against Tyler at their place on Friday. Non-conference games, just kind of playing each other to fill the schedule, I suppose. And they are Tyler. They are number 3 in the country. They are defending whatever they are. I know they didn't win conference last year, but they've been in the position, and they're a very good team.
Oh yeah. ETBU was, I think, number 12 in the country. They've beaten the, I think, number 8, number 6 team in the country. So, we've beaten a team who can beat those kinds of teams. And so I think it is going to bring some momentum with us. And I think we're starting to play, we're playing Louisiana college ball. We're not worried about who's in the other dugout now. And so that's encouraging to see. And, I think Tyler's going to be a little surprised with the team that's going to be meeting them Friday, and I'm excited. I'm excited to play that team. I like playing those teams that are ranked. I like playing, very, very tough competition. And in these situations, I think it also helps our RPI as well. And traditionally we're a 3-bid conference, and so if we can continue to get our RPI and maybe take 1 or 2 from Tyler. Now our RPI is getting better and better, and now we have a better chance of going postseason.
So definitely going to be a fun series, and I agree. I mean, I think this team is a lot. Because you have a little bit of everything. You got, of course, we have speed, which we talked about, and all up and down the lineup. But you got solid hitters. You got some power in there as well. So it's a fun little team to keep track of. Certainly, links and everything will be available to watch the games, follow the games on Friday afternoon. 5 o'clock first game? I don't really remember.
I think it's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. 4 or 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon, a doubleheader with UT Tyler at their place. But like I said, links will be available on our website, on Twitter and all over the place if you want to see the Wildcats play the Patriots. So gonna be a fun game. And then we got McMurray next week before Easter. So make your plans now for next Thursday and Friday to be around for those games back here in Pineville. So that'll be fun. Bobby, thanks for joining me again. Congratulations on the big win, and we will talk to you again next week. I'm Brad Welburn. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.